Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video we will be talking about the new feature groups API which has just been launched with CameraX. So this feature is still in experimental phase with CameraX 1.5, but it will become stable once CameraX 1.6 comes out. So the feature group API works with GroupableFeature and new SessionConfig. So let me show you guys the output first. Now unfortunately I won't be able to. So basically what we are doing is that what this means is you can use multiple features at a single time. So if I just show you this particular camera provider dot bind to lifecycle, here you can see we are using the session config, and here we are passing the preferred feature group. So I want the HDR feature, I want 60 fps, and I want preview stabilization. So if I just run my application just to show it to you, so here I have two logs. So here inside this selected, it will show me what all features are selected, okay, and here in unselected it will just show me what all features are unselected, so which are not basically supported. So okay, so these are like selected features. So I'm just sending all of these things, but unfortunately none of these things are supported in my device. So here you can see I have just ran my application. Okay, I think I have selected the wrong device. So this is the device. Again I have to run it, because as soon as I have already given the camera permission and record audio permission as well. So here you can see inside this selected block I'm just getting an empty array because my device does not support it. But in unselected or unsupported feature, here you can see we are getting this HLG, which was this one HDR, right? The second one is 60 fps, again not supported. Last one was preview stabilization as well, which was not supported. And there is one more thing called format of an image, which I will talk about later on. But yeah, if you want you can pass it inside this particular list of as well. Now I have I have tested it on other separate device as well, and in that unfortunately that device is not with me. I have tested it on my friend's device. In that one the selected one gave me this particular output. So I think the HLG was supported, and the unsupported I was getting 60 fps as well as this video stabilization feature or preview stabilization, as well as this image format feature. Okay, so first I'll show you the code, then I'll explain more about it later on. So I've just created an Android project. I'm using XML layout. The reason I'm not using Jetpack Compose is the camera's APIs are still a bit unstable and they keep changing it. So just to avoid breaking changes, I'm using XML layout. Alright, so here I have created an XML project, Android project. Okay, then inside build.gradle.kts, if by the time you are watching this video and CameraX 1.6.0 is already out, make sure you use that version, because like I said, in 1.5.1 this feature is still in experimental phase. So 1.6.0 is not released, that's why I'm using 1.5.1. so here I have added camera core, then camera 2, camera life cycle as well, then camera view and camera video. And then you just have to click on the sync now button and it will download all the Android dependencies for you. Then inside Android manifest.xml, here you need to add this uses feature of Android hardware camera permission, record audio permission, as well as write external storage permission. Then you need to go to activity_main, and here inside layout, as you can see, I've just added this preview. I was trying to add this all these buttons which they have shown in this particular thing as well, but unfortunately just to avoid complexity I have not added this radio buttons. But if you want, you can just ask ChatGPT as well to create all these buttons. Yeah, anyways, radio buttons as well as with radio group. And here I have one button for recording the video. Okay, so recording the video is not a big deal. I have written all the code, you can test on that if you want to click on that button. Then just go to main activity, and these are all the imports. Again, I'll simply scroll through this imports. Feel free to pause the video and just copy all these imports. Then here you can see we have this video capture recorder. Again, I have added this experimental session config because I'm using CameraX 1.5.1, right? Then here is our recording, here is our camera executor, here is our viewfinder preview view, here is our button, then here is our camera, and here is our preview view as well. Then here we are requesting for permissions, and once permissions are granted we just change this value. If not, we just display a toast message, and once permission are granted we also call start camera. Then inside on create we initialize the viewfinder as well as button, and if all permissions are granted we call start camera, else we call request permission. Then on click of button we just call capture video. Then here we get hold of our video capture. then button dot is enabled equal to false. Here we get hold of a recording. If it is not equal to null, we stop the recording, we make it as null as well. Then here is our simple date format as well. Okay, this is just for file naming once the file has been recorded. Here we pass the content values with the display name mime type, and if Android version greater than P, we also set the relative path. Then here is our media store output options, passing the content resolver content values as well. Then here we initialize our recording, we should prepare the recording, and if permissions are granted, we just do with audio enabled as well. Then here we start the recording, and if video record event dot start, then we just change the text as well as is enabled property of our button, and once it is finalized, then we just change this particular message as well. In case if there is any error, okay, I think like this I have copied it from my other thing, sorry about this. I'll just remove this because you don't really need to add this particular check as well. So you can just basically add something else. Okay, you can directly add something like this. Okay, so yeah, and then we close our recording, make it as null, and here we just change our text of our button. Then inside start camera, we get hold of our camera provider feature, we add a listener, we get hold of a camera provider. Then we initialize the preview view, we initialize our recorder, we initialize our video capture. Here we get hold of our camera selector. Okay, I'm not really using this, so I'll just comment this particular part out. Okay, then here we unbind our camera, we bind it to the life cycle, and instead of passing use case group.builder, you don't really need this. You need to pass this session config, and here we pass preview and video capture, and here are the preferred feature group. Now at the time of me recording this, they are only supporting these all features, but in the later stages, like in future releases of CameraX, they will support more feature as well. So yeah, then here you can see once I have applied this, here you get the set feature selection listener, and here are the selected features as well, and here we get unsupported features as well. So where we are just passing the selected features just to check what all features are unsupported on this particular device. Then here is our catch exception as well. Here we are requesting camera permission. Here we are just checking whether camera permission is granted or not. Then inside on desktop, we shut down our camera executor. Here is our companion object as well. Okay, so here we have the camera and record audio permission, and here we call the gets unsupported feature. So here you can see we just pass our current features. Then here we create a mutable list of groupable features, and here you can see I'm passing HDR, FPS 60, preview stabilization, and this was the other thing, image ultra HDR. If you want, you can pass it above as well. So let's just pass it above as well. Again, that this is not really supported on my device, so doesn't really matter. So here you can see I'll just add this as well. Anyways, then here we just loop over it, and we just check whether that feature is supported or not. So this is how we check it, and here we just add, in case if it is not supported, we add it to unsupported features and we return it back. Okay, now let me quickly show you the documentation as well, because some of the things I didn't really understood. So if you want, you can go through this documentation. Here you can see we have already added this. All right, then if you want, you can update the UI indicators based on the selected features as well. I'm not really doing that, but I'm calling get unsupported features inside this particular part, right? So this also I have shown you get unsupported feature. This I didn't really understood on feature change. Like here again we are getting unsupported features, and based on whether, suppose the user selects, if you have a radio button of FPS 60, I think this is for that particular change. I have not really used this method, but I'm just showing it to you in case if you are interested. So in case if that particular feature is not supported, then we just update our disabled features, then we bind it to the life cycle. Again the same thing, session config of this. Okay, yeah, that's all there is to it. If you want, you can go to this documentation as well. Thank you for watching. Bye.